I am perched on my bed. Hi. I wanted to sit down and do a kind of chatty vlog. I stopped doing studio vlogs pretty much the end of last year before Christmas because I got a bit overwhelmed. Up. Lie down. I wanted to sit down and chat because I haven't really properly sat down and talked on here in a long time, probably since the last studio vlog, and that was a little while ago now and a lot has happened. If you're a patron, you know a bit more because I've already sat down in my bedroom and chatted to you guys already about things at the start of the year. Before I get into everything and get started, I'm going to be talking about my mental health. If you're new to my channel, I have anxiety and depression. I'm not going to go into massive details on things for my own sake. I don't want to put that out there, but I am going to be talking about it. Like, it is going to be a topic of conversation in this video. I have been quite open about my mental health. I do talk about it as if it's a normal thing because it is a normal thing in my life. I thought I'd sit in my bedroom to chat about this because I find it a lot easier to sit here and talk about things like this. So if the light goes up and down, it's a dark, horrible day today, so that is why. So to catch you guys up a bit in terms of what I spoke about over on Patreon at the start of the year, basically off the back of the pandemic and Brexit, I had to make a lot of changes over on Patreon, so a lot of costs and stuff went up for me in terms of making the content, like the physical content. So I had to have a bit of a rejig of my tiers and figure things out and just kind of let people know what was happening. I had to change the supplier that I got the stuff printed at. I used to print it with my lovely friend Ali, who worked at printers, so it was a lot easier. I keep going in and out of focus. I'm so not used to having different light going up and down because then my focus is like, ooh, let's refocus you. And so I had to juggle things about to try and make it more reasonable for me to be able to continue with. But yeah, so I made those changes. I do feel a lot better for it. I was very stressed about it and I'm not so stressed about that situation anymore. I've got my Patreon sorted. I just have to create the content each month and it's all good. Like, that's sorted. It did trigger a lot of stress and my mental health did have a dip in February after I'd been like working my butt off through January. You might have noticed, you might not have, that January I was pretty on the ball with videos. I was having 2 videos go up a week and I was sticking to that. I had a January video go up on Sundays and then some other video that I fancied going up on Wednesdays, which was all good. It was going well. But I think off the back of this stress with Patreon and like just general life stress, I kind of fell off the horse in February quite dramatically. I feel like I don't really know where February went. It just kind of happened and disappeared on me. My head hasn't been this bad for quite a long time. I know that everyone is struggling with their mental health at the moment and I'm not trying to make this video a please feel sorry for me, this is my situation. It's more of a this is where I'm at, this is how it's going to affect my content, my videos, my work, because I am dealing with it. I'm addressing things when I can. This little monkey's been helping quite a bit. She's the one thing that keeps me going each day. Oh, so you just sniff your butt whilst I'm saying how lovely you're being. But yeah, she has definitely helped and she's very in tune with my mental health. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's a pro. That's a pro. She's been a sweetheart. I've basically been a bit of a hermit. My head through February and most of this month has been very kind of the definition of unstable. Every day I go through like massive highs, massive lows. The smallest thing could trigger it, which is difficult when I'm living with my family. I know I'm very fortunate to live with my family through a pandemic. I have friends who haven't seen their family members this whole pandemic, so I know I'm very lucky in that sense, but it has been very difficult. And they know that. I've spoken to them about it. This last lockdown was probably the hardest for me. I think mainly because it was such a sudden lockdown. Like, I feel like it was coming, it was inevitable, but it was... The last time I saw someone was before Christmas, and when I said bye to them, I didn't think I wouldn't see them again for 3 months. It was that sort of like suddenness of it that kind of shook me up a bit. And I haven't been coping very well with it. But in January I was aware of my head and how it was kind of feeling a bit uppy downy, so I did my very best to plan out my days, plan out my weeks. You would have seen probably my planning videos that I was doing, which it did help. My passion planner did help me in January to stay on track with things, but I feel like in February it just didn't work. I kind of put all this energy into trying my very best to not have a breakdown in January, and to keep myself busy doing work stuff, getting stuff done, planning my weeks, getting everything like da-da-da-da-da-da. And I think I just overwhelmed myself. I still haven't figured out what the best way to work is for me. I did have therapy in the summer in 2020, and one of the things that my therapist told me was I could probably do with getting some sort of routine in place. I do well with the routine. I think what I'm learning is that I need a routine, like this is when I'm getting up, this is when I'm having lunch, this is when I finish work, but blocking in what I'm doing on each day, because my job is so creative and so, like, the jobs are different. Like, I've got loads of admin stuff I can do, I've got the filming, recording, editing I can do, then I've got the designing, making products thing I can do, and then there's like packing orders and stuff. Like, there's so many different parts to it. I don't always feel like doing it on the day when I've planned it. It's like if I plan to do videos and record videos and edit videos, and then I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to put my face on camera, it's not going to get done, and then it kind of messes up my whole plans for the week. So I'm still trying to figure out what the best way to plan is for me. I feel like my content has been very up and down. I will have days where I'll post on my Insta stories constantly, and then I'll have a week where I'm silent and I don't post on my Insta stories because I just don't feel like it, or I haven't done anything creative because I've been in a depressed pit for a week, so there's nothing to share. And then I'll get like this where I'm filming videos today. I filmed like 2 videos today, I've taken photos, I've like got the motivation to create content, and I'll post about it and I'll share about it and stuff, and then I'll probably flump and go behind the scenes a bit. So I think what I'm going to try and do is create content as and when I feel like it, and then I have my shop, which will be more of a job. I've also, over the past year, had a lot of negative experiences when working with brands. I've had a lot of good ones as well, but I've realised that relying on things like that for income, it's just not worth my mental health. So I don't want to have that as a major factor of my income. I want to make my green cow my full-time job, but I want to do it under my own terms. Like, I want it to be I want to be in control of it. I don't have to rely on other people, basically. So in terms of going forward with my channel and my content, I'm going to try and do more studio vlogs. I'm still creating creative videos, like process videos, over on Patreon, so I do 2 of those a month. So if you want to see consistent videos from me which are creative... Someone's creeping up on me. Oh. She creeping. I think she wants her lunch, that's why she's creeping up on me. If you want to see creative videos, they'll still be going on over on Patreon. Obviously you have to be a patron to see them, but those are the videos that take the longest amount of time. I'm not saying that I'm going to just stop doing journaling videos, because I'm not. It's just as and when I fancy. Instead of giving myself like a set schedule for my videos, I've realised that I just want to film them as and when. And I know that the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that. The way it kind of judges one video to another on your channel, I hate. I hate it so much, especially when I'm creating creative content, because an unboxing video or a review video, they perform differently to a creative process video. I know a lot of people save the creative process videos until they are crafting, so they don't watch them straight away. So those views kind of go up over time, whereas the unboxing videos and stuff tend to be more of a spike on my channel. But YouTube doesn't see the difference with that, and it just judges one video from another. So if I post an unboxing video and then I post a creative video afterwards, it compares the 2 against each other, and if one isn't gaining views the same speed as the other one, it tells me that the video's done rubbish, and I don't like that. I don't like being told my videos are bad when I know people are enjoying them. but they're just not enjoying them at the pace that YouTube expects them to. So I've decided I'm going to make videos when I fancy and try to not stress about it, because I know that you guys will enjoy them when you want to enjoy them. What I'm trying to say with this ramble is that my head has been all over the place. I have been massively depressed. I have been so anxious. My anxiety's been in overdrive. I am socially anxious. Not as much as I used to be, but I did not think there'd be a day where I missed being around lots of people. This dog, I'm gonna have to go and get some lunch in a minute, because look at this stinker. She's trying to hint to me that she's hungry, I think. I basically want to hop on and have a chat and be like, hey, this is how I'm doing. Work is stressful, living here is stressful, pandemic is stressful, and I was diagnosed with an issue with my stress last year, so I need to get on top of it. I am going to be putting more time into my shop. I have so many ideas that I want to get the ball rolling with and create. My battery just died on me, so that's great. I feel like this video's been all over the place. The lighting has been horrendous. There's a massive rain cloud coming. I've been stumbling my words a lot, which is another reason. I know, Yvonne, I know. Yeah, I love you. Just go away, okay? One of the reasons I want to kind of take the content creating down a notch is I have been struggling to record videos. I have stumbled my words so many times, even just recording this. And when I sit down to film a like talking video or even a process video, I really struggle to talk. I feel like the studio vlogs, I find them a lot easier to record because they're more laid back. They aren't on my big main camera. I don't have all my lights set up and stuff. Like, there's just less pressure, and I think it's something to do with my head that just goes, ooh, big lights, big camera, stress, that I've got to work on, and I need to work on that. So I don't want to pressure myself to get video up every single week and stress myself out more. So I'm gonna strip it back a bit. We're gonna just do some studio vlogs. I'll record videos when I fancy and post them whenever I fancy. I'm just gonna be recording what I get up to in terms of like doing shop stuff, Patreon stuff. My brain's decided to just go, huh. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. I'm sorry if you could hear Bonnie licking in the background. Right now she is letting me know she is here still by just having one little paw on my leg and being a snoozy dog. She is being a little sweetheart, not gonna lie. But she always puts her paw on me just to let me know. She's like, I know you're busy, but I am here and I am hungry. Are you a hungry dog? Shall we find some lunch? Wait a minute, let me say goodbye. Hold on. Let me just finish this, okay? And we'll go find some food. I hope that most of you are dealing with the pandemic okay, and if you're not, like me, we got this. We got this. It's not gonna be forever. It's not gonna be forever. If you are a friend who is watching this, I'm gonna just straight up say I am sorry for being the most MIA friend at the moment. I feel like over the past few months I've only spoken consistently to 3 friends because my bucket has been empty, and I have really struggled to check in on people because my head was not in the right space to be. So yeah, that is where we're at. I'm sorry for this rambliness. I would love to have a chat with you guys in the comments, so if you have any videos you might want to see, if you have any tips on how you have coped during pandemic, please leave those below because that would be handy to read. But if not, just comment below, let me know how you're getting on. Let's have a chat, because today I'm feeling chatty. I'll probably go MIA again in a few weeks, but it's fine. We're rolling on the good days. Also, I completely bodge jobbed my fringe. It goes a bit like how my head's been. My head's been like that, my fringe has been like that. I'm gonna go and find some food for this little one because she's getting a bit hungry, aren't you? Can you say goodbye? It's like, no, I don't usually get to sit here and look out this window, so I'm gonna be nosy. Nana's chooks. We had to teach her that the living, like live chickens outside are called chooks because when she was a puppy I used chicken as a treat, so she knows that chicken is like yummy, and those out there are not yummy, they are chooks. As always, thank you all so much for watching and putting up with my inconsistentness and all over the placeness. And of course, thank you to my patrons for the support. If you're on any of the tiers, your name will be on the screen now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone. I'll speak to you all very, very soon.